what parameters should be used to decide when I need to change my machining coolant. So general industrial practice is what I have experienced is that it is time based.
Right.
So once that coolant is filled in the tank, generally it is mandated that mainly by the coolant supplier that change it after 6 months or 1 year.
Right.
Or people decide it based on visual appearance or smell and things like that.
Correct.
But is that the correct way of judging coolant life?
अभी कैसे होता है कि when we start coolant को use करते हैं हम, तो पहले 2 to 3 months everything is very sweet, वो सब अच्छा ही चलता है. फिर बाद में उसमें कंटामिनेशन आना चालू होता है. कंटामिनेशन इज की जो इनकमिंग कंपोनेंट्स है, वो कंपोनेंट्स के ऊपर जो ऑयल है या जो भी है वो दैट स्टार्ट्स टू प्ले अ रोल. उसके बाद में वाटर क्वालिटी चेंजेस. दो पीपल से कि वी आर यूजिंग डीएम वाटर या रॉ वाटर, व्हाटएवर दे यूजिंग, दैट क्वालिटी कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग. इफ यू सी कि कूलेंट ये जो है उसमें 3 to 5% ही कॉन्सेंट्रेट है. बाकी 95 to 97% is water. So water is very important part.
Correct.
Coolant will play, but coolant plays a 5% part. ये 95% है water का part है, and water keeps changing. Water उसका अगर रेनी सीजन में थोड़ा पानी अलग आता है, समर में अलग आता है, because the hardness and everything is different. But वो combat करने के लिए additives उसमें डले हुए हैं. तो what we tell our customers कि regular oil removal, cleaning, then concentration should always be maintained. pH value, RA value. RA value is reserve alkalinity. Reserve alkalinity is a value जो आपको बताती है कि कूलेंट की ताकत कितनी है.
Okay.
कितनी ताकत रह गई कूलेंट में. RI जो है रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स, दैट इज जस्ट टेलिंग कितना कूलेंट है, और
Okay.
RA बताती है वो जो कितना कूलेंट है उसकी ताकत कितनी है.
Okay.
ये भी मॉनिटर करते हैं. उसके बाद में सल्फेट्स, क्लोराइड्स कितने हैं कूलेंट में, वो हम मॉनिटर करते हैं. बर कितनी है, कई लोग वो बर निकालते ही नहीं है, वो बर वहीं पड़ी रहती है. सो वो मेटल अगर कूलेंट में वो मेटल के चिप्स भीगे पड़े हुए हैं वीक्स टुगेदर, तो वो कुछ तो करेंगे उसके साथ. ऐसा नहीं कि वो अंदर है. तो उसका रिमूवल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज देयर आर मेनी अदर फैक्टर्स प्लेइंग इन. तो यू हैव टू मॉनिटर दैट. उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लिखना है एवरी डे, फिल्ट्रेशन हुआ है क्या नहीं. This we do it to our customers, but customers also have to support in this.
Correct.
They have to give us freedom for this. या filtration करना है, oil removal करना है, ये सब करना पड़ता है उसमें.
Okay.
Then the life can go till 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, semi-synthetic maybe.
You mentioned pH, you mentioned RA, RI.
Right.
So I know that these values we can check in the lab.
Right.
But on a day-to-day basis, how can people measure this or check this?
Now the good thing is there are small kits available for all the salts content. There is a small kits which are available in the market which they can check on their own. RA value, it can be done by titration method, and for bacteria sides there are small strips are available to check the bacteria content. That also customers or people can check that. तो ये total and इसका record होना बहुत जरूरी है. It's very very important to have record, क्योंकि we think that we are basically having good challenge.
So apart from checking these parameters, is there any basic care or basic steps that, or rather I would say, are there any habits that manufacturers can implement in their organization to maintain these chemicals or coolants properly?
Basically, in our journey for this coolant, long life coolant, or no, people want eternal life coolant. कि coolant डाला तो कभी change ही नहीं करना है. That is possible, but it has to be from both sides, from a chemical manufacturer, lubricant, and a customer side. So these parameters have to be checked. That is number one, and all these parameters are important because what happens is as the season changes, कि अगर विंटर से हम समर जाते हैं, समर से हम वी गो टू रेनी सीजन, तो रेनी सीजन आता है तो रस्टिंग इश्यूज चालू होते हैं. तो पीपल से क्या ये बैच खराब है क्या, दिस इज नॉट गुड. बट बिकॉज ऑफ द एनवायरमेंटल चेंजेस, सी द कूलेंट इज 3 to 5%, 95 is water, and again on top of that 100 there is environmental changes. So somewhere it is raining a lot, somewhere people are keeping it outside, तो ये बहुत सारे चेंजेस आते हैं.
Okay.
And unfortunately, everything comes down to the coolant,
Hmm.
which is 3% or 5% only, what tank may say. So to combat that, there is no perfect coolant. Even if you go 400 rupees liter of coolant, yeah, you go to 200 rupees of coolant. There are additives which people try to put in if required. If there is some pH drop issue, then there is additive to boost the pH. If there is some kind of smell issue because of something else, so biocides are available. So ये additives कभी कभी डालने पड़ते हैं. So I have not seen any company saying that there are no additives and we are going